Married people, when did listening to your spouse lead to something completely unexpected? My wife Julia has this thing about getting weird feelings about stuff. After 8 years of marriage, I'd learned to trust her instincts even when they made zero sense. Last Saturday morning, she woke up and told me to skip my fishing trip with the guys and come with her to a flea market 2 towns over. When I asked why, she just shrugged and said she had a weird feeling I should be there. I was pretty annoyed. I've been looking forward to fishing all week, and driving 40 minutes to look at old junk wasn't exactly my idea of fun. But Julia kept insisting, saying she couldn't shake the feeling that something important was waiting for us there. She promised to make my favorite dinner if I came along, so I gave in. We got to the flea market early, around 7 in the morning. The place was huge, with hundreds of vendors selling everything from rusty tools to old vinyl records. Julia dragged me past tables of dusty books and broken appliances until she stopped dead at this one vendor's table. An elderly woman was selling wooden crates and boxes. Most of them looked like they'd been sitting in someone's basement for decades. Julia pointed at one specific crate that was nailed shut. It was about the size of a shoebox made of dark wood that looked really old. The woman wanted $30 for it, which seemed crazy for something we couldn't even see inside. But Julia wouldn't budge. She said she wanted that exact crate and nothing else would do. I rolled my eyes but carried it to the car on the drive home. I kept asking what she thought was in there, but she just said she didn't know she touching the crate, like it was precious or something. When we got home, I grabbed a crowbar from the garage and pried off the wooden lid. Inside were stacks of military medals wrapped in faded tissue paper, along with black and white photographs and a leather-bound journal. My hands started shaking when I saw the name engraved on the medals, William Chen Harrison. That was my grandfather's full name. He'd served in World War II, but never talked about his time overseas. He died when I was 12, and my family always said he kept his war experiences to himself. I picked up the journal with trembling fingers. The first page was written in my grandfather's handwriting, which I recognized from birthday cards he used to send me. But this wasn't just war stories. Journal described a hidden stash of war bonds and gold coins he buried in a metal chest on his old farm before he shipped out. He'd drawn a detailed map showing exactly where he buried it. An old oak tree behind the storage shed. The farm was still in our family's name, though it had been abandoned for years. My dad had inherited it, but never did anything with the property since it was way out in the middle of nowhere. According to the journal, my grandfather had planned to dig up the treasure when he got back from the war and use it to buy a house for his secret fiancée, a woman named